I'm just making this because I finished Superman Earth 1. Well, I read the first volume when I was around 13, 14. Kind of forgot all that happened in it, obviously, but from what I remembered, it was just pretty much Man of Steel. Um, and it basically was that, but Superman wasn't a brooding uh, uh, guy with no personality. In this, he's like, actually a little hopeful, like Superman should be. Um, The reason I wanted to make this is because while reading all of Superman Earth 1, volumes 1 through 3, I discovered I kind of like Superman a lot, but I don't think he's interesting enough where I'll seek out anything, you know? Uh, like, I've read, like, when I was 11 or so, there was like a Golden Age Superman book, and I read all of that. I read Death of Superman, and seen the 78 movie, obviously, and saw the new one in theaters. And, I'm saying all this, and it sounds like I love Superman, but I just like superhero shit. Anything Marvel and DC, I'm basic. What can I say? Uh, and really, once you realize like, I've been consuming superhero content, Marvel and DC, my whole life, really, and once you consume it as much as I have, you really realize everything is all the same. Um, but in all honesty, I think my favorite superheroes are Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman. Those are the top three, and for a good reason. I think they're the best of the genre of American superheroes. Um, I didn't watch all of the Superman movie, the new one, the 2025 one. I just walked out of the theater because, honestly, I wasn't in a good mood, and I just thought it was annoying, so I just walked out. And yeah, I'm gonna see Supergirl this summer. I think that'll be a good one. Looks really good. Uh, and yeah, I read all of the Earth One Superman backwards, actually. I read volume three, two, and then one. Uh, and honestly, not much happens in every volume. The story doesn't really get far. That's the same for Batman Earth One. I've only read the first two volumes. I still got to read volume three of Batman Earth One. But I know this series got canceled before it could finish. But honestly, if you're gonna start a line, you know, with like 150-page comics, don't make it a three, like, release every 4 years. So honestly, that was DC's fault. They should have been smarter and better with how they released it. I fucking love Earth One a lot. I think Earth One is very good. Uh, I've only read Batman Earth One and Superman Earth One, and Green Lantern Earth One. I really did not like the Green Lantern one. I thought the plot was really shit. And from what I know, the Green Lantern Earth One is completely different from what actual Green Lantern is like. So I guess I just read that for no reason. And I really thought the world building of Green Lantern Earth One was shit. Everyone's like it's the best Earth One book, but I'm like, nah, I don't really. Maybe you have to be a fan to appreciate it, but eh. And I have Wonder Woman Earth One, volumes one through three on my bed. I'm gonna read it soon, eventually. Before I read Absolute Wonder Woman, because I really know nothing about Wonder Woman as a character, so I gotta learn her origin story, her original origin story, so I'm not confused with what they changed in Absolute Wonder Woman. Um, uh, what else? Yeah, like those DC compact books that were like those $10 ones. I I fucking love those so much. Like I'm gonna buy a lot of them. You know, I already have three of them: Hush, Watchmen, and uh, Wonder Woman. And honestly, it was a steal because I was like, all three volumes for $10. Fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. You know, and it's the only Earth One book that is in the DC Compact line, and it's kind of annoying. But yeah. Um, what else? Sorry, I just make these videos so I could talk to something. Anyways, yeah, Superman Earth One, Volume One. I liked it a lot. It was very action heavy. All three of them are really. Um, and I really hate how destructive Superman is. I don't really think Superman is an action type hero like that to me. But I mean, like if I was a writer, I would, have him go crazy too, I guess. But I mean, it wasn't as bad as Man of Steel, where he's literally like pushing Zod through multiple buildings at once, like destroying while people are inside it. I mean, like, Man of Steel Superman fucking sucks. I mean, Henry Cavill is like better than the new guy, in my opinion, if he just wasn't directed to be the way Zack Snyder chose him to be. Zack Snyder doesn't know shit about superheroes. He's a horrible director. Um, yeah, but I mean, Superman Earth One handles that story with more grace, honestly. And what I liked about it is I never really thought about why um, Clark would want to work at the Daily Planet. And like when I was reading it and I was like seeing him get multiple jobs, I was like, huh, I never thought of that. Why would Superman, uh, he would have the ability to do anything he wants and he chooses to work at as a photographer or I mean like a journalist. And I was like, wow, I never thought of that. Um, it's just because the humanity and stuff. He just wants to see people, and that made sense a lot. Honestly, I thought the villain of Earth One was kind of contrived. Honestly, I mean, like you have to be so petty that you hunt down the last person of a race that you dislike for 20 years just because. I mean, like they're just evil to be evil. But and honestly, the reason they even invaded Krypton to begin with, and Krypton invaded them, is to get resources. So I don't know why they were so petty. I mean, honestly, they should have probably shown like a rivalry between the villain and Clark Kent's father or something to make it more sense. Make more sense. Um, and honestly, like I agree with the government, which is rare for me, I know, but I mean, Superman is so destructive in Volume One and Two. I mean, not no fault against his own, I guess, but why wouldn't they be concerned about him, right? Um, I just wish I got to be able to see where this series took him because I was really interested in it. Like, I'm interested that Lois Lane is more of a like suspicious to Clark, and they don't really have anything going on. I mean, they probably would have done that if the series had went on for like 13 or so volumes, but I really like the new love interest that was introduced in Volume 2. I think she's a really interesting concept as a, you know, superhero love interest. Like someone, she's very sexually explicit, and that's kind of the point of her character because she's a porn star, I think, or she's a, yeah. But I thought that was, I know that just makes it sound bad, but it's just like, you don't really see that, and they're treated like an actual person at the same time in superhero comics, you know? I thought that was an interesting angle, and I wish I could have saw more of Clark and her in the future volumes, but that's how it is, it ended at three. But hey, and the villains were pretty good. I liked the villain volume two that takes Superman's powers. Zod was pretty good. Um, yeah, I just made this because Superman's pretty cool. Um, I don't really. I have to read Superman All Star. I know that, but honestly, there really is not much Superman I want to read because, I already know how superhero plots work, in all honesty, and I want to move on to different genres. Um, but I just wanted to make this to say, yeah, check out Earth One. I think it's a good starting point, but don't expect any conclusion to anything. It's just a good 1 hour read, and I hope Wonder Woman is good. I expect it to be good because from what I heard, it's based off the Golden Age Wonder Woman. So, yeah, that's about it. See ya.